giving you my best tips on how to make nyeħℓsхs quicker. In this video, I'll be telling you how to make nyeħℓsхs quicker or mega-legendaries. Depending on what you're making, I'll try to give you the tips I know because I've made 3 nyeħℓslegendaries in total on my Adopt.me game so far. And 2 of them was last year, one of them was last year, 2 of them this year. This is the 3rd one I'm going to make, so that's what I mean by 3. As you can currently see, I'm edging up 2 golden lunar tigers for a neon one. Let's get started. Also, remember to answer the question of the day before we begin. Now let's actually get started. So my first tip is to always use an alternate account. What I mean by an alternate account is that you have 2 accounts. Usually you can open 2 at the same time on a device, but it depends on what device you're on. For example, on a PC, like mine, but right now I'm not actually on the PC, I'm on my phone because my PC keeps deleting my recordings. But anyways, on a PC, you can take 2 accounts on my PC, except it's going to be a bit laggy, so I tend to use my phone and my PC when grinding, so it's easier. Making an alt account and using it is actually really helpful to make a neon quicker. I've actually got like loads of sets of neons that could be made because I used an alt account. If I hadn't, it would take me ages because back in the day when I didn't have Roblox on my phone, I had no idea how to make neons really quickly, and it took me ages to make one. For example, when the Japan came out and it was on my other account, I made a neon saddle mode, but it took me at least 1 or 2 months, and the same for my mega pet. It took me really long to make it, so that's why I recommend you use an alt account when making neons or legendaries or nyeħℓslegendaries or mega-legendaries. So my second tip can only work for a select amount of people, but it is to use the AFK aging zone. So if you didn't know, some accounts have the AFK aging zone. For example, on my alt account, I actually do on the AFK aging zone, and it's actually like only on a few accounts. And what it does is that you can go AFK, and every 16 minutes your pets age up 1 task. So this is really helpful, but if you have schoolwork or something to do, you can put your device outside before you go somewhere, go to sleep, and it'll age up, and you probably will age by maybe 1 or 2 ages depending on what pet you have out and how old it was. So yeah, I think you should use this if you have the feature, because seriously, Adopt.me never added this and I think it's really worth it. So my 3rd tip is to trade for higher aged pets. What I mean by higher aged pets, I obviously mean legendaries or nyeħℓslegendaries, depending if you're making a mega or nyeħℓslegendary. So what I would do is I would add in the legendary, could be newborn, junior, and trade it for a posteen or full grown, and I'd give ads in it, maybe a bad neon if it's a good demand. For example, if I'm making a neon octopus, which I wish I could, but I don't actually have all the octopuses needed, I would give 1 newborn octopus and an ad, like maybe a few legendaries that are bad, or actually 1 legendary that's bad, or maybe something like that you could add on. Make sure it's good because you don't want to give them bad things unless they'll take it, and try to make it fair or under for you. Like try to be under or make it fair, or if you don't mind being over, you can. And this helps out a lot because this actually helps my other not legendary neons, because I actually don't really I don't really age them up. Sometimes I simply use this method to go and get better aged pets. So my 3rd tip is to have 1 pet that's aged up more than the others. What I mean for this is when you trade for them, or if you hatch them, this can be a bit difficult, but if you trade for them, you trade it for all individual ones. For example, one of my lunar gold tigers, she is actually teen, so that's going to help me age up all my others to teen and beyond. So I really recommend this because I love it when this happens, because it's kind of saves your time, and also because it's more practical, and it helps to set a goal of where you want to age each one to be before you start the really big aging process. So my 4th tip is to have aging potions. So what I mean by aging potions is, if you didn't know, There's loads of ways to get them. I did make a video around maybe a few 6 or 7 months ago, but the most recent way to get aging potions is through the Garden Course Obbies. You have to complete it at least once on any account that hasn't played them before to get 8 aging potions if you do it all in one go. And this is really helpful because this helps me a lot. And anyways, if you save aging potions when making neon legendaries or mega legendaries, it'll be way faster. So my next tip is to trade for neon versions of legendaries, or maybe legendaries that could help you. So what I mean by this is that try trading for a neon version of that legendary if you're making a mega legendary. This is because it'll be way faster and you'll save time. Except if you want to make loads of money, you can do them. So my 6th tip is to have a bunch of cure all potions on hand. So what I mean is, if you didn't know, there's cure all potions. Now you can get them from doing a task on the task board, or you can trade for them. I recommend having these by your side in your inventory because, number 1, they will cure your tasks and age up your pet. Number 2, they give you money. So if you're really lazy or just can't get there in time, like let's say you have 8 tasks, which is not really possible, but let's say you do, and one says camping, playground, etc., and you don't want to do them all, you can just go ahead and use a cure all potion. This saves time and saves tasks and gives you money. So it's basically effortless money. So my 7th tip is to stay motivated. What I mean by this is that I know that, and everyone, loads of people know that making a neon legendary or mega legendary takes a long time. So for this, I don't recommend getting demotivated because it could seriously slow down the process. I think that you should try dressing up or watching YouTube videos whilst if you can. For example, I know on iPads you could actually watch YouTube videos whilst grinding. I do the same on my PC, except I use a web browser to help me. So I can actually do that as well. And the reason why I recommend not getting demotivated is, like I said, it slows you down. And anyways, it will take you way longer. So, and by the time you're probably done, if you get demotivated and play only once a week or for an hour each day, you might just make it at the end of maybe 2 months, maybe a mega legendary if you age it all on your own. So that's why I recommend you use all these tips I'm saying. So my 8th tip is to own a bunch of strollers. What I mean by this is that not those fancy schmancy strollers, but own practical strollers. I don't recommend using the normal stroller when grinding. I recommend having a triple stroller or a double stroller, or even better, a quad stroller. A quad stroller is really hard to find, so if you do find it and get a good if you underpay for it, then well done, congratulations. But anyways, I own double stroller and triple stroller, and these are really helpful for when I want to pet raise. I can just put 2 of my pets inside there. I can take care of a baby, and I can take care of my friend's pet. So I really recommend using this because, trust me, it is so helpful. So my 9th tip is to set a goal. This is because if you don't set a goal, you could just maybe waste lots of time. And what I mean by a goal is that you could try getting the pet to a certain part of the age. For example, my goal might be that I want to make my 2nd lunar gold tiger teen today and make my first one just a little bit aged up. And you can also set a bucks goal so it can motivate you to grind loads. Okay guys, that's all for this video because I couldn't think of any more tips, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye, I'll see you guys in the next one, and remember to comment down the question of the day in your opinion. It's in the description, by the way, if you weren't paying attention. So bye!